In recent years, forced spending in China's tourism industry has become rampant, leading many to declare that, quote, China's tourism industry is finished, unquote. If no one spends anything at the next stop, you get off at the service area ahead. Say another word and you're off the bus. This summer, I've led no fewer than 20 groups, and only you haven't spent a thing. My previous group spent 30,000 yuan. You come out here for fun, right? Just for the experience. People spend 95,000 yuan, over 90,000, and you won't spend a single yuan. You're forcing me to curse, right? Can't you buy something for your kids or your parents? That glass bracelet is only 2,000 to 3,000 yuan. Is that too expensive? I said it before, if no one spends at the next stop, you get off at the service area ahead. Scenes like this, where tourists are berated by guides, are becoming increasingly common. In China, most people have experienced being overcharged during their travels. How much is it? Over 900. Take a look.
No way. Just this dish? Over 900?
Just this one dish costs over 900? Did you miscalculate? Let me check. Let me see.
Hey, this isn't right. How does this fish soup cost over 500?
That fish comes from the deep sea, you know? Look, I first asked for the vegetable soup, but you said it wasn't available. The tomato soup wasn't available either. No matter what soup I asked for, it wasn't there. Then I saw the fish soup on the wall. Didn't it say 50? How did it become 500? What's going on here, ma'am?
Whoops, a kid blocked the zero. There's an extra zero there.
Oh my goodness.
My kid was playing and covered the zero.
Don't blame the child. You did this on purpose, didn't you?
I wrote it as it is. It has always been there, I'm telling you.
Are you kidding me? 500 for fish soup? My fish soup has goji berries and red dates. You even ate all the red dates, and it's deep sea fish. You're ripping people off! Who's ripping you off? The price is clearly marked on the fish soup. Can everyone see that?
This is ridiculous. You're all dressed up nicely and trying to get a free meal? No, it's fraud. We didn't want a free meal, but you charge too much. Who spends 500 on fish soup?
Do you know what kind of restaurant this is? It's a high-end place. Look, the ingredients are imported. Can everyone see? 500 for fish soup. It's outrageous. In response, many online comments said, quote, 50 yuan turned into 500. This isn't fish soup, it's shark soup, unquote. Others commented, this isn't a meal, it's a lesson. On February 1st this year, a tourist from Guangdong, Mr. Yo, signed up for a 6-day tour organized by Zhejiang Yunyu Travel Agency to Suzhou and Hangzhou for 900 yuan. The customer service claimed it was a pure leisure tour with no shopping stops. However, on the third day, the group visited a jewelry mall, followed by a silk store and a tea polyphenol shop, spending at least 90 minutes in each. By 4 p.m., they had not even seen Westlake.
We were at the Craftsman Jewelry City for about 2 hours. A sales assistant followed us the entire time. Even when we went to the bathroom, she stood outside the door watching.
That jade might sell for 2,000 or 3,000 yuan outside, but here it goes for tens of thousands, sometimes even over 1 million. When no one bought anything, the guide's expression soured, and on the bus she kept mocking us. According to the woman, the guide also insulted the customers, mocking them by saying, quote, Panama monkeys will never evolve into humans, unquote. Besides verbal insults, some tour guides even threatened tourists' personal safety. I can kill someone and not break the law. Anyone can try it. You're laughing? You're the first one I'll take down. You call the police, it won't matter. I could kill someone and still not get in trouble.
When we got into the new driver's car, he said we could only ride with him. No other car would do. The police came to mediate and asked him to apologize, to promise not to threaten our safety, and not to block or intimidate other tourist drivers from taking us out. He agreed, in front of the police. But back at the hotel, we saw him waiting at the entrance again. I also got a message on WeChat saying that if we went out, we had to ride with him. Locals said this wasn't the first time he had done this. Whenever he wanted money, he pressured the tourists. We paid, found another guest house about 10 kilometers away, and left the next morning. Overall, the experience was terrible.
Some tour guides also threatened to leave tourists stranded if they refused to shop.
Who forced you?
Everyone here answer me. Based on everything she said, didn't you feel that if we weren't forced to spend today, we wouldn't be able to leave?
If you put it that way, I'll just get off. The driver and I are leaving.
Fine, go. This morning I told her that one family could pay 100 yuan. We'd go straight back to Chengdu and wanted to get back early. Her answer was, yes, that's 100 per person, which only comes to 2,000 yuan. How could I agree? How about we just stay here? This is not the case of a guide's small trick. It reflects a broader informal rule across the low-cost tour industry. Low-cost tours work by attracting customers at below-cost prices, then making up the difference through commissions from shopping stops. Guides earn little or no base salary and rely entirely on commissions from sales at designated shops. As a result, tourists become easy targets and attractions turn into shopping traps.
Qinghai Lake is rich in Kunlun jade. The natural jade from our mining base is really high quality. Let me explain. The market price for Kunlun jade is around 29,000 yuan, but today for the guests on our van, our travelers, it's only 9,800 yuan. Oh my goodness, that's a 20,000 yuan discount. Later, make sure you come and get a coupon from me. Only with that coupon will your purchase count towards my sales. You know, traveling in the Northwest, fuel alone costs a fortune. The full circuit is 3,200 kilometers. Our tour today is 99 yuan, right? That even includes 3 meals a day. I hope everyone will be proactive and help me hit some sales. I work hard for this. Guides don't make money from just your 99 yuan. Honestly, it doesn't even cover fuel. I'm not doing charity here. I'm working overtime while you're enjoying yourselves. So please be brave and spend a little, okay?
No! This is forced selling! You're wrong!
Wrong? Then why did you get in the car? People like you shouldn't be in my reserved vehicle. If you are going out and not spend, why even leave your house? You can stay home. No one comes out to play and refuses to spend.
Those free-tasting tea shops and cultural experience jade stores are carefully designed to trap tourists into spending. So why do low-cost tours keep returning? Not just because travel agencies want profit, but because some travelers are willing to go. After the pandemic, many families have tight budgets but still want to travel. Low-cost tours meet this demand, offering affordable entry. Experts know this is a price-sensitive demand. A slightly higher price might keep people home, while low-cost tours give everyone a chance to participate. Even knowing there may be shopping or upselling, people still sign up. Forced spending is not limited to low-cost tours, it occurs across many major attractions. In February, at Taizhou's Shenzhanzhu, ticket buyers were not told the attraction included a show. At the entrance, visitors had to buy tickets to watch the show to enter. Some tourists protested and demanded refunds, leading to a conflict. In Xishuangbana, Yunnan, tourists recorded that after paying nearly 4,000 yuan for a group tour, a party of 37 was trapped in a store selling latex mattresses. They could not leave without buying.
In Xishuangbana, they wouldn't let us leave the latex mattress shop. Look, they came at noon and we still couldn't go. They held us there. Later we'll post it on TikTok. Everyone's face will be visible. There were 37 people in the group.
On March 27th, staff from Jinghong City's Culture and Tourism Bureau said they had received feedback. Leadership is aware and has sent people to investigate. Similarly, in Zhangjiaye and Zhoujiakou, certain must-visit local specialty stores serve as mandatory stops. Data from 2023 shows over 30% of tourism complaints in China involved forced spending, with losses reaching hundreds of millions of yuan. The Ministry of Culture and Tourism reported in September 2025 that some guides were sentenced for forced transactions, though these cases are rare cases. Most of the times, fines are imposed and operators simply continue under new names. Tourists on group tours also face direct extortion, which has extended to Chinese-run travel agencies overseas.
Tips should be given voluntarily, right?
The guide's tip is 100 yuan. It's in the contract. That's the rule in Thailand.
There's no such rule in Thailand.
How do you know there isn't? You're in my car now, so I follow the rules here.
The guide on the van was pushing us to buy products, Thai medicine. We already bought 3,000 yuan worth, and now they're forcing us to pay an extra 100 yuan tip. Does that sound reasonable? They calculate currency with rates like 4.8, 4.6, 4.7, and then say the POS rate is different from cash. There's a difference of several dozen yuan, and we didn't complain. But now they forcibly collect a tip. Can you call that proper service? I can play dumb, but they can't treat me like I'm stupid. Didn't we say Chinese people don't scam Chinese people? So why do Chinese tourists in Thailand suddenly become easy targets, each person being ripped off like cabbage? Is that how they want to serve their meals? Who would still dare to travel to Thailand?
On June 22nd, in Aba's Ro Ergai County, Sichuan, tourists were forced to pay by local herders after taking photos. They drove to the area which had no attraction gates or fee signs. After taking photos, herders blocked them and demanded payment. Only a small roadside sign written in pencil stated a 20 yuan per person fee. Herders continued pressuring them to pay. I'm asking you, did you see it?
When I looked in the car, I didn't see it. I saw the sign, but not the one with the price.
You should have looked carefully at the sign. It has all the details. So will you pay or not? I'll say it once. Will you pay or not? After a dispute, the tourists had no choice but to call the police. Only then did the herders agree to charge for just 2 people. Recently, the Ministry of Culture and Tourism released the third batch of typical cases in 2025 involving forced consumption in the tourism market. There were 16 cases, including shopping stores disguised as attractions to mislead tourists, hidden shopping stops, and false claims of cultural tourism subsidies that did not match actual arrangements. The cases sparked public outrage, yet ironically, such typical cases appear every year. A closer look reveals that the root cause lies in structural issues within China's tourism industry. First, regulatory enforcement is inconsistent. China's tourism law, Article 35, clearly states that forced shopping is prohibited, and tour packages cannot be organized at unreasonably low prices. The ministry and local tourism bureaus frequently issue notices. In practice, however, enforcement is sporadic and campaign-driven. When incidents occur, authorities respond with high-profile measures: supervision labels, license revocations, fines, media coverage. Once the attention fades, travel agencies change names, guides adopt new titles, shopping spots get renovated, and business resumes as usual. Another reality, local governments often have shared interests with attractions, travel agencies, and even shopping stores. During investment promotion, they promise visitor flow and sales volumes. In these cases, enforcement is cautious to avoid harming the so-called investment environment. Over time, the cost of violating rules becomes just another business expense. This regulatory environment acts as a greenhouse for the gray market. Violations carry minimal consequences, enforcement is largely performative, and a strange pattern emerges. The government publicly calls for reform, but privately everyone understands that business continues as before once attention fades. Profits are made and tourism revenue growth is reported as political achievement. This explains why low-cost tours and forced shopping are criticized every year but continue to reappear. Worse, this reflects deeper contradictions in China's economic model. On the surface, the tourism industry appears to flourish, but it relies heavily on low-cost competition, leading to low quality and distorted services. While the CCP promotes high-quality development, the industry tolerates zero-fee and low-cost tour models. The advantage is that it generates attractive economic data quickly. Local governments often use tourist numbers and tourism revenue as performance indicators. Low-cost tours fill buses with tourists, and even with minimal profit, they boost visitor counts. Commissioned shopping and extra charges raise the retail sales of consumer goods, making economic reports appear strong. When reporting upwards, officials can claim robust tourism recovery. For external promotion, they can say cultural tourism consumption is active and domestic demand is stable, adding a positive gloss to macroeconomic reports. Second, it helps maintain social stability and employment. Tourism employs many people along the chain. Guides, drivers, shop owners, hotel staff, and attraction personnel all depend on it. Even if sustained by low-cost tours and shopping commissions, this is preferable to halted work and transport. For local governments, even gray area prosperity is safer than an empty, quiet environment. Observers note another subtle benefit. This model channels social tensions toward the market rather than the government. When tourists are overcharged or forced to shop, they direct complaints at travel agencies or guides, rarely at authorities. The government can then appear as enforcer of fairness, occasionally issuing fines, stabilizing public opinion, and demonstrating action. Ultimately, forced consumption is not always about attractions intending to cheat, but reflects a tighter squeeze on everyone's wallets. Income stagnates while prices rise, leaving less for travel. Attractions know that raising ticket prices risks losing half their visitors, so they keep low entry fees or use free or discounted offers to attract people, then seek to recoup revenue through parking fees, shuttle charges, guide fees, experiences, and souvenir shops. Each layer extracts more money from visitors. This creates a paradox. Tourists feel travel is getting more expensive, while attractions claim we cannot earn enough. Complaints feed into a cycle. Limited funds lead tourists to choose cheaper tours, travel agencies compete by lowering prices, and forced consumption makes up the difference. Visitor experiences worsen, making them less willing to spend next time. Over time, this persistent problem erodes tourist confidence. Data shows that complaints about low-cost tours surged 50% in 2024. In the long term, China's tourism image suffers. Foreign tourists hoping to see the Great Wall may end up pushed into silk shops. Domestic travelers turn to self-driving or high-end tours which not everyone can afford. Socially, vulnerable groups are hardest hit, with elderly and rural tourists most affected. A Chinese commentator summarized, "The CCP often talks about common prosperity, but in tourism it becomes everyone gets cheated."